Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Kenshi Let's Play. So in the last episode, we went on a journey with the majority of our people to the hub where we were going to finally establish some sort of a foothold there after having won the city in a duel in the episode prior. So here we are at the hub where we've got some dust bandits putting us on notice apparently. So we're going to have to deal with this. Luckily for us, there's no shortage of mercenaries to help us out. Although, this group of mercenaries here, I can't interact with. They're starting to reach, like, critical mass. But I can't talk to any of them to hire them. However, Grox here has hired a group of skeletons to follow him around. And there's actually another group out here. Right there, I believe. So I've asked Drone, who is standing here, to run it and talk to them. We're going to recruit them as bodyguards, and then we'll go deal with these guys. Now, unfortunately, there's no turrets on this side of the city for whatever reason. Only on this gate are there any mounted crossbows. However, I have asked Kate and Balder to run up to the walls here and at least set up in those positions with their own junk bows. So at least we have some, you know, sort of range support. Granted, we'll probably see a lot of friendly fire. What else? We've got our little storm house built. I've taken some hungry bandits prisoner. We got attacked by them earlier, and you can see kind of the corpses remaining from that here. Although, interestingly enough, there's some slavers hurt as well. I don't know how or why that happened when they got involved with the fight or when they got downed, but they're actually, well, that one's dead, so we might loot that one. It looks like that one's going to die as well. And then there's this poor trade ninja barman has been unconscious for quite a while. And there's some more dead bandits. But yeah, there's a lot of corpses, as you can see. We need to clean that up. We'll get to it eventually, but I'm in no hurry. Because we're not in, like, River Raptor territory or anything. But anyways, we've got our little storm house. 3 prisoner cells with some starving bandits, hungry bandits in there that we will recruit at some point. Or use as, you know, practice fighting. I've got this storage shelf here with all of our building materials that we brought over. This little metal chest here that I started throwing weapons in, and then we were able to build this. So I'll probably transfer the weapons over and save that for something else. Maybe food? I don't know. We'll see. But I built that because it required iron plates and not building materials, and I was out of building materials. Then we got this up and running, and I had building materials, so the weapon cabinet got built. So this is functioning. I've got both brick and con mining away at it, and so we've got it working at 88%, which is the maximum that this can, of course, function at. Far better than the 63 or whatever that we had found previously. And so they're bringing the stone to here, this storage, where Balder is taking it, throwing it in the processor, and making us building materials. And I think he makes them like 4 at a time. Or maybe they're just accumulating, I don't know. But then they get brought over here. And then, of course, from there, we use them to build things. And so, overall, things are going well. We haven't had a lot of people coming by and buying stuff lately. I think because there's so many mercenaries here, that it's preventing other things from spawning. And the mercenaries aren't really shoppers, I guess. But, yeah. The other reason why we're so low on money is because I actually bought some new stuff. So this is a new Nodachi that I purchased for Rook, and you can see that it was quite expensive. 30,000 cats for that thing, but it is almost twice as good as his previous Nodachi that he was using, which I think we got in the last episode as loot. And yeah, it's still miles better than that. What else? That's pretty much it. Drone got some new armor. We just took it from the Shinobi Thieves base because that stuff all belongs to me now. Even though they're still, you know, present and they hang out in there. It all belongs to me. So I can take whatever I want. Anyways, let's handle this and then we'll get back to kind of managing this city. Now I'm recording this the same day as the previous episode. We want some bodyguards. I'll hire them for 2 days just to be safe. Alright, drone, since you've got your little escort now, run over here because we'll need their backup. Anyways, I'm recording this the same day as the last episode, albeit a couple hours later. I played for a little bit, you know, took a lunch break, whatever. But I haven't seen your comments yet, obviously, for, you know, what we should do in this area, how we should set up our iron production. So I'm going to try to avoid doing any of that today just so that I have time to get your guys' feedback. But we're going to set everybody up here. And then as soon as... Grox, where's your bodyguards? There they are. They're just a bit slow. Alright, Rook. Open that. And then you're going to talk to the Dust Bandits. And then we're going to probably throw down. So who's chatting with us here? You? I don't like the idea of him standing in the middle. Yeah, let's just stab him in the face. Interesting. So that doesn't actually do any damage. Rook. Are they all fleeing? Yeah, they're all fleeing, so maybe we should stand and fight. Rook, you attack the boss there. Balder, start firing. Do you not have your cross? You do, so why can't you target people? Well, okay, I guess he's just out of your line of sight then. Cat, if you could fire on some people as well, that would be great. And you're both set to ranged, right? Oh, I forgot Balder's not in that tab. I made a new tab, obviously, for the people who are going to be staying in the hub working and not necessarily moving around. Grox, steamroll your way through there and bring all your bodyguards with you. Ruka, let's get you in there. Rain, just pick anybody. And where's Drone? There's Drone. Drone, attack that guy. I'm tempted to get Khan in there, but I don't know if he'll be able to run over there in time. I think we'll just let him keep doing his thing. Interesting, so only the boss is going to stand and fight. Can Rook beat him in a duel? It doesn't look like it. But yeah, they're all going to flee. Ruka, since you don't have those guys following you, come help Rook out. And Rook, do me a favor and stop standing around, first of all. Oh, are the Shinobi Thieves helping us too? I don't know. It kind of looks like they're engaging. Yeah. So the Shinobi Thieves are allied to us because we, of course, did pay to join them before. So, when they're in the area, they'll help. The issue is they're often not in the area. Rook, stand back and heal yourself real quick. Let them handle that fight. How's this fight going? Grox, you've already wiped the floor with them. Let's confiscate that weapon. And keep the armor on them for now, but I might have you pick that one up. And after I recruit the prisoners that we have currently, I might throw these guys in our lockup. So maybe I'll have you... Well, first of all, how bad are they? Is it worth trying to save them? These guys have some crossbow skill, so I'm wondering if they'll have any turret skill. Because I will need people on those turrets. Did we run down anybody else? Who are you attacking? Where did Grox go? Oh, right, Grox is standing there. So I think you got the furthest of anybody. Why don't you come help out here, I guess. And let's go ahead and patch these guys up. Oh look, they're healing Rook. How nice. Alright, Rook, feel free to get back in there. Just try not to eat too many heavy hits. Oh, nice. You come in and steal the kill. I'm going to immediately loot this person. We'll take their cats and their chainmail. And I wouldn't mind taking a Dust Bandit boss as a prisoner. You're still firing at people. Balder, you're still firing as well. And you are running to engage this one. It looks like the skeletons have it under control, though. Okay. So we'll get that person patched up, and I'll let Ruka take them. But I'm going to probably recruit all of those starving bandit prisoners that we have, because I need a labor force. So pick up, and I'll let you finish that before we pick them up. I guess, Rain, you run over there and loot that person. So I'm surprised they didn't really seem interested in standing their ground. I think they thought we'd be pushovers, and clearly we were not. Steal the helmet. The helmets are kind of valuable. The rest of their gear, not so much. I still need to get her into something a little bit nicer, I guess. Not a fan of her equipment currently. Oh, she doesn't have a med kit. Alright, then just, whoops. Just carry them back to where everybody else is. We'll let somebody else handle it. Okay. Drone. You'll trade with Rain. That'll be easier. Okay, so Rain, do me a favor. Put that one down. Pick this one up. And Drone, come first aid that one. Ruka, pick up the Dust Boss. I don't think... Yeah, we're not going to have room for all of these prisoners, obviously. So we'll have to... Hold on. This is a regular Dust Bandit. It looks like they're... I don't care about martial arts. Strength was 14, Dexterity is 15, Toughness 16. I'm trying to be a little bit choosy about who I take. Bowman, and that's a regular Dust Bandit. Maybe we should just leave one. Maybe we should leave this one to die. I guess that works. So yeah. Drone, never mind. We don't have space. Is this person dying though? They might not. You know, at least loot the armor. Like, leave them naked. I don't really have the room. Damn. Damn. Oh well. Yeah, just leave them be. Maybe they'll bleed out, maybe they won't. Okay, so everybody head back inside. Cat, who are you firing at? I don't know, to be honest, but let's bring you back down. Balder, you can get back to work as well. And let's get you guys into the storm house where we'll figure everything out. I still need to escort Vulcan home so he can keep working. I've been trying to keep an eye on Squint. The thing is, Bucket doesn't really have anything to research right now, so just looking at what's available, we pretty much need ancient science books for all of this. Either that or engineering research. Same deal, though, we have to go find it. And so that's something we're going to start doing pretty soon, is scouting out ruins. Because if we don't get engineering research or ancient science books, we can't continue to progress. The only thing left are these Terran crafting things, which were from the Terran Empire mod that just adds like kind of weird medieval stuff. I guess I'll do these. I don't really have any interest in like European weapons for this game, though. It just doesn't really fit. But I don't mind the armor necessarily, because the armor is kind of cool. So I guess we'll knock those out. That's like 20 books right there. But it'll give him something to do at least. We've done a copper run recently. So, oh, it's already back up to 20. And unfortunately, the Triangle Bandit that we took prisoner last time died. Apparently, we never got around to first aiding them. That's my fault, though. And I still have these prisoners, so we can recruit them as well. They should have food. I did feed them recently. But yeah, they'll give us more bodies to work with. That's really the big thing right now, is we just need manpower. So let's hop back over here. Cat, hop inside with everybody else. Balder should be working. Yeah, he is. And again, these prisoners, or these mercenaries are just hanging out, and I do not know why. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, actually, you know what, Grox? Put that one down. And I'm gonna have you go stand at the entrance. We've got some Hiver traders out there. I've already traded with them. That's actually who I bought the Nodachi from. And I think there's like drifters that we can hire. Oh, vagrants that we can potentially hire. That, or they're gonna try to make us buy them a drink. I don't know why they're so obsessed with being bought drinks. Cat, why don't you go ahead and pick that one up for now, just in case they decide to come too. And Drone, I guess go hang out with him. Hang out over there. I like keeping this gate closed because it doesn't get a lot of traffic, whereas the other one does. And also we have people out there working, so it just kind of makes sense. So I have my guards, Grox and Drone, and the skeletons that we've paid to follow them. And so back over here, I am going to do a bit of recruiting. So I'm going to pause here and cut, and then look at the character submissions I've gotten so far and see if I can, you know, make it work for any of these. If not, I'll just have to come up with random names for myself. But, you know, they're not going to be particularly important characters, at least not for a while. I just need people to start working, because somebody's going to need to go out here and start collecting iron. Unfortunately, we don't really have a great way to protect somebody out there. Eventually, we'll have, like, harpoon turrets on these. And also, what I'd like to do is, if we go to buildings, I really want to find a way to set up a watchtower on this. Like right there, give or take. Because that position, especially like these little ramps right here, if we had turrets on those, we'd have a very nice shot at anything coming up this path, which is exactly what those dust bandits did. And we can actually tell them to shoot first, ask questions later. So anything potentially hostile, they'll just light up as it approaches rather than waiting for them to talk to us. And then also, if we have, you know, turrets there, turrets here, that, you know, can cover anybody working so that they'll be safe. The other alternative is to wall this, but I don't like that. It's kind of a waste of materials, and I think will actually attract more targets over here if we wall it. Whereas, basically, it's like any other game that lets you build cities where the gates are kind of like magnets for raids. So if you're going to get raided, they generally head for a gate. And so if you have a gate down here, you can have people coming to raid this. Where if we don't, and they're just, you know, random workers out here, the enemies will probably just walk up to the gate and ignore whoever's down here. Now, it's possible they'll still get attacked, especially by, like, hungry bandits, but it's no different than the people working in Squint, so I don't really have a problem with it. I just, again, prefer to have some sort of protection for them like this. And down the line, what we can do is, with walls, I'd like to try to connect this, possibly. I don't know if it will let me. But doing something like that, yeah, it's being kind of weird. But trying to connect that to the city and tearing down this wall here, and maybe this building as well. Connect that, and then we can run a wall along this, and maybe like so. And just, again, like I sort of mentioned with this area in the last episode, there's plenty of flat area for building here, and the only reason why we can't really take advantage is because it's outside the walls. So once we're able to build these walls for ourselves, I'd like to maybe, you know, expand this. I don't know if I'll try to include that, but I could. I don't think I would bother, to be honest. It's not that much of a problem to have it outside, just like with this. But even just running the wall like straight along here and then across and over to that turret, or that tower, would be great. Okay, well, just letting you guys know what the plan sort of is. So again, I'm going to cut here and create some recruits, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so that's all done. I went with the 3 names that sort of worked best for these characters. Some characters that were submitted were very specific, and some were kind of vague, and so I've been trying to make those fit with what we're being provided here. So, Ejek, I guess, is the first one. She is currently running to bed, so there's a better look at her. If you can kind of see her face. We're going to get them into some proper clothing when we can. For now, they're just, wearing rags. Then we have Claudius, our Shek friend here, who's also running to bed, and then Dust Rat, the last one who's running to bed. So they're all going to rest and heal their injuries. They all have a bit of food on them, but I might give them a bit more when I have the opportunity. Cat, you had a bunch of meat on you, didn't you? Not as much as I thought. I guess Rook has some. So Rook, why don't you pass those over to Dust Rat? And then if she has too many, she can pass those along as well. Okay. And so with that out of the way, Rain is going to go ahead and drop her prisoner in a cage, and Ruka can drop hers in a cage. I already had Cat ditch hers. So there we go. Now we got 3 Dust Bandits as prisoners and 3 new potential workers. So I think we're going to have Claudius and, well, we'll have 2 of the 3 go start harvesting iron. And what we'll need to do in the meantime is set up some sort of repository for them to deliver it. Is that dog still out? Drone, go harvest that bone dog before anybody notices. Alright, his skeletons. They're from the slavers, right? Yeah, we're gonna take that raw meat, I think. Sneak while you do it, just to be safe. Unfortunately, there's no room for this pelt. Because we did pick up a junk bow off of, I think, one of the Dust Bandits, if I remember correctly. I don't know that I can get more creative with the space than that. Oh, that's fine. For some reason I thought it was 3 and not 2. Okay, well done, drone. You can stop sneaking now. Anyway, we need an ore repository for whoever's harvesting the iron. So let's get that built. We should have iron plates. No problem. I think I'm going to drop it in this corner for now. We'll just kind of hide it right here. And we could even do another one like there. But I think 1 is sufficient for now. So Balder should run to that, because his main job is still engineering. Let's see what he says. You're not going to do it? No? Okay. Then let's send him over here. We have iron plates. I thought he'd pick them up on his own, but apparently not. So we just need 1. And now he should get the memo. Yeah, there he goes. Where are all you guys coming in from? Trade ninjas, huh? Okay, you're from the Shinobi Thieves. Interesting. I like the little community we've got here. It'd be nice if these mercenaries would leave or at least start doing their jobs. But I like that this place is sort of calmed down. Most of the people that are hanging out here are allied to us. Okay, so that's done. Perfect. Let's keep an eye on our 3 new additions, and as soon as they're looking a little bit healthy, we'll get them out there working. Or I'll probably have them loot some of these corpses for clothing first. Like, you've got a decent t-shirt on. This person is... Well, that person's still alive. I probably shouldn't steal their clothes. That one's dead. They look to have some regular pants on, so yeah, we'll grab what we can. I feel kind of weird just having people stand around, though. Maybe we should go ahead and start our journey home. Although, again, it's going to be a temporary journey for most of these people. But I think this group right here, we're just going to send back to Squint and probably stock up on some things that we need while we're there. I guess to that end, we'll take the empty backpack out, and maybe Rain can carry it for us. Is it in here? Yeah. So Rain, I'm going to give that to you, because you're pretty strong. And you can ditch that weapon. No need to lug that around. You know what? You can ditch a couple things, actually. That helmet, for example. I just had it on to carry it. Okay, so this group is going to head home. Well, home, I don't know is the proper word. Because we've kind of made a new home here. But we'll send them off. Let's make sure that that group is traveling at the same speed. It'll be a nice jog this time rather than a walk. And so we'll leave Grox and Drone to hold down the fort, as well as, of course, our workers. And what I should do, actually, is move our new additions here to this group. Because they'll be working here. You're doing pretty good. Dust Rat, you're going to be my first iron miner, but before you head out there, you're going to do a bit of looting. Now, this is technically stealing, but that guy's dead, and I don't think there's any slave mongers around. So, you guys all mercenaries, just going to click randomly to make sure. Because any of them, their slave mongers, might not take too kindly to us looting this body. But it doesn't look like there are any. So, I'm going to have you borrow that shirt, I suppose. There you go. You don't have a weapon, so I guess you can have this. It's better than nothing. And I'd give you shoes, but honestly, this stuff would just slow you down, so there's really no point. You're from the Trade Ninjas. Probably not a good idea to loot that one. There's a lot of random limbs hanging about as well. I guess that's good enough. Okay, so your job is going to be mining that. And I'll add hauling as well. Okay, so off she goes. And then as soon as the other two wake up, we'll probably do the same. Actually, I think that node can hold 3, so we'll probably just have them all on it. Yeah. And they can just walk right through the gate too, apparently. So that's handy. Don't need to worry about opening it. How are you guys doing? You haven't made it very far. So there's our copper. There's, again, another copper node here. I'm not a huge fan of that location because it is very difficult to protect. What we might have to do is set up a watchtower out here. And we can just put like a skeleton if we ever get some skeleton recruits. Since they don't need to eat, this would be a good spot to just kind of camp them on a turret. And that should at least help, you know, cover whoever's on those. What's all this about now? Oh, hello. More dust bandits, huh? Let's just run them back to Squint. I don't see any point in stopping and fighting. I was wondering what that red dot on the map was, though. I kind of half expected it to just be the bodies that were lying in the city. But, oh, hello. Slave mongers. Well, they're not going to catch us, but it looks like they are pretty intent to follow, so that's good. It means they won't come back here. But I'm pretty sure this group could handle them. These skeleton guys are absolute beasts. Especially with the heavy armor that they're wearing. They've got unholy chest plates, and then samurai leg armor. And I don't know what these helmets are, but they're pretty ridiculous looking. Let's see, how are we doing on building materials? 14, not bad, so we are cranking them out. It's nice to see. We'll have to decide what we want to build back up next. I don't know. Oh, I completely forgot to mention, we are growing food. Right here. I have a small wheat straw farm. And so I just used the wheat straw that we brought with us to do that. And I think it's growing. Yeah, it is growing. So we just need somebody to harvest it, I believe. And we can put really anybody on that job because I don't think it needs to be done all that frequently. But I've got one there, and I have enough wheat straw to do another, so I'll probably plant it just next to it or something. I wanted to put them in the walls, but there's just not really anywhere to fit it. These are really finicky to place. You need a lot of space around it that's open to actually get it down, and so outside the walls was the only place I could make that work. Good, they're still on you. That's perfect. I want them to follow us all the way back to Squint, and have the guards attack them, and then we'll of course loot the bodies. That guy, the boss, is wearing chainmail, so that's, you know, some free armor as well. Speaking of which, Rook is carrying chainmail, isn't he? Yeah, we'll have to give that to somebody. Probably Ruka. Ruka and Rain could really use it. Grox has some on right now. The question though is, her dark leather shirt is actually pretty good. So 10% blunt, 16% cut. Versus, this is what that guy will be wearing. So 8% blunt, 20%. So the leather shirt has a little bit better blunt resistance, but this has far better cut resistance. And the one you have is the same, yeah. So I think the one he's wearing will be identical to, unless it's lower quality, but it seems like they're generally wearing standard quality. At least the two of the ones that we've looted so far have been. And we're almost there. We're in view of the city. And it looks like he's like just fast enough to keep pace, but not fast enough to actually catch us. So he's running at 16. What are you guys running at? Oh, 15. Ugh. Alright, well, you guys come back real quick. Let's see. Attack unprovoked. There we go. That should get their attention. Oh, I forgot about the crossbows. Oh no, cat, run! What's all this? Oh, more triangle bandits. Okay. Are they not coming? Okay, they are. But where's the boss? Did the boss just give up? I don't know. Man, they are hot on our heels. She's not doing too well. Oh no, and the guards are gonna get preoccupied over there. That's no fun. I think I might put her to work now. She's doing alright. I'll give Claudius a little bit longer because his legs are still hurt, and so he'll... and his arms, honestly, too. That'll slow him down a bit. Okay, good. The guards are arriving. Let's just stand and fight. Cat, you keep going. Actually, get up on this hill. That's a good spot for you. Rook, turn around and engage that one. Drone's not with us. Grox isn't with us. Ruka, attack that guy. Rain, that's a guard. What am I trying to do here? Attack there. And Vulcan, I wouldn't mind making you into a bit of a fighter, so why don't you jump in on someone that's already engaged? That guy just appeared out of nowhere. Man, those weapons, they hit like 3 or 4 people at a time. Alright, that was pretty quick. Let's see if the boss is present. I don't remember seeing the boss follow after we tried to attack them, though. I think the boss peeled back. Yeah, I guess the boss... yeah, ran away or something. I don't know. Anyway, is there anybody worth looting? Are you patching people up? It better be Rook. Okay, good. Or is it Rook? I don't think it's Rook. Don't heal these guys. Don't heal them. We'll pick like one out, but otherwise, I don't think we'll bother. That one's just outright dead. Let's snatch that at least. And what do we got here? We'll take the weapon. We'll take 112. It's probably better to take the armor, to be honest. These aren't worth all that much. Okay, in that case, loot this one too. There we go. Who else? Who else? Vulcan, you've got some space, right? Let's put it over here. We can't stack it, so there's no reason to have it in the backpack. Unless this fills up. That's not very effective, is it? Damn it. Let's hit this a few times and see if we can get a 3x3. I don't think we can. Alright, grab the boots then. There we go. Okay, so these two are trying to crawl away. Who's still got room at this point? Not you. Cat probably does. Yeah, Cat, come over here and loot this one. Stop healing people. That's the only one we should be healing, right there. First aid, that one. You, stop that. Come over here. Okay. And then there's one more we need to loot. Vulcan, can you grab some of it? Or hopefully all of it? Here, throw that on your head for now. That's probably good enough. Or, here, we can get the boots at least. Alright. Cat, 2 more. Well, damn. Get the weapon. And that's pretty much all we can do. What about this guy? We got his... Oh, that's the one we just looted? How about this one? Do that at least. Just so if he gets back up, he won't have a weapon. Alright, that's good enough. So, Ruka, finish what you're doing there. We'll pick that one up and take him back to the house. Because we do have room for 1 prisoner. And off we go. I need to check the copper while we're here too. I don't know if this is full or not. No, it's not. Okay then. Are you done with your research bucket? Yes, you are. Not much else for us to do there. So I think what we'll try to do next episode is maybe go on a bit of an adventure. I know there's some ruins down in the swamp. So we could potentially head down to those. But I might look at the... I'm not smuggling anything. I might look at the map again and see if there's anything that we're sort of missing out on. You know what? Let's make a detour real quick. That prisoner's not going anywhere and they're not going to die, so let's check out the armor merchant again. I still haven't installed the colorful clothing or whatever mod again. I'm going to do it probably between these episodes, this one and the next one, because I will take a couple days off from recording this. Okay, so at least they've got more armor to choose from. That's nice. We'll unload all of the stuff we just looted, because I have no desire to keep any of that junk. And that's Cat's inventory. Ruka, you didn't loot anybody. Vulcan, let's ditch all this. Sure, just get rid of it all. And Rain, same deal. Okay, I'm going to sell that too because I hate it. Let's buy... I think she'd look pretty cool in samurai armor. So let's do that. Do they have the samurai pants? They do. They're shoddy, standard. Let's do standard. Okay, so she's pretty well kitted out now. And I might try to give her some chainmail. Is there anything else? I mean, obviously a helmet. But I always think Shek look kind of weird in helmets because their horns stick out. How would she look in like this? I just don't know that that matches the armor all that well. How about this tin can? No. Yeah, see the horns clip through it. Maybe Hachigane? Oh, she can't wear those apparently? Really? Okay. Well, there's armored faceplates as well. That might be better for somebody who's got like horns all over their head. How much was that? 702? Let's leave her helmetless for now. It's not a great idea, but I'm willing to take that risk. Okay, so she's kitted out much better. Grox isn't with us, so we can't really give him anything. I could buy more armored rags, though. Is that what I want to do? I think I'll wait until I have the mod installed that gives us different colors, because I'd, again, like to have sort of like a standardized uniform. And I don't want to just use the generic color for that. Rook, go ahead and sell those weapons. Or at least the one. This one is a better blade, so let's hold on to that, because we might make use of it with one of our new people. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think we'll just roll with this for now. Okay, well, we got something done at least. Okay, so Cat went over there. Okay, the rest, well, all of you, head back to here. We'll drop off Vulcan. We'll need to buy him some iron plates, because he does nothing to make weapons out of right now, but I'd like to get him back to practicing his trade there, because we need him to be able to make really high quality weapons and armor for us later. Eventually we'll have a second smith too, so maybe he'll focus on weapons and the other one will do armor, or vice versa. Doesn't really matter, but down the line, if we're producing a lot of this stuff, you know, we'll probably need to specialize more than just having a single master smith. Okay, Ruka, go ahead and unload that bandit. And Vulcan, you can hang out here. Do you have anything else on you? Just the food. Okay. So let's do a couple things while we're here. First off, I'd like to stock up on food. So let's grab the gang here, and we'll talk to... These guys will have food, and the bars will have food. And this time, we've brought a backpack, so we can grab it all. Whereas before, I was trying to, you know, load up on food, and I just didn't have anywhere to put it. We'll grab that, too. Meat wraps. Yeah, we'll just grab everything. We need food. It doesn't really matter what it is. We'll take the fish. Okay, talk to this guy. Grab what you can carry, and then we'll jump to... Cat should be nearby. We'll take all that. Take the first aid kit, because we are healing prisoners as well, so it's a good idea to stock up on those. Some fish. Some meat wraps. That's a decent hat. +4 perception. Maybe. It's worth 1,000. Yeah, I'll grab it. I'm not necessarily going to have her wear it all the time, but we'll put it on her for now. Okay, so we've cleaned them out for food. Oh god, camera. Okay, then you guys come on back this way. And we'll visit the bar. Oh, wait, the bar's here. At least one of them is. Let's see what you got. Oh, don't steal. Thank you. Okay, it looks like Rook is doing the talking this time. But Rook doesn't have a backpack. Rain does. So Rain, all the meat you can carry. We'll take all the meat wraps as well. All the raw meat. Actually, that's probably a mistake. That's sufficient. We'll take these rations too. I am blowing through money here. I think that's good enough. Okay. Right, so you guys can come back home. We'll leave some of the meat here, because again, we do need to feed the prisoners and the people working. Vulcan, and then the people mining, like Elena and Skinner and Adawing. They're all going to need food. But most of it's coming back with us, because the hub also needs food, and unfortunately the hub doesn't have anywhere to purchase it from, so we've got to bring it all the way here. I'm going to check the time real quick, and we'll see if we have any more time to continue, or if that's where we're going to leave it for today. Alright, so I'm at about an hour, so yeah, I think this is a good place to stop it. I'll try to trim this down to a little bit more palatable length, and keep working on the hub, I guess. Don't forget to chip in with suggestions on how we should build this place up. I'm probably going to tear this down. I just don't like how much space it occupies, and it's in a weird place. I don't know. I feel like I could use that space a lot better. Even with the limitations of placing near other buildings, I think I could use this space better. This is going to have to become more specialized down the line, but for now, this is just kind of our home away from home, slowly becoming our proper home. A lot of these storm houses I think I'm going to keep, though. In fact, most of these I probably will, just because I'm worried about trying to place in this very cluttered city. So, with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Kenshi with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.